was thinking about this because I literally just looked up Andrew Tate just to look it up because I just don't like him and I needed to find more reasons to not like him. And then I found a good reason to not like him. Another good reason. Owens interviewing him. Let's be real here. Andrew Tate is not a political figure. He's never going to be a political figure. That man is literally just like if he were to run for Congress, really think about the people that would vote for him. Literally, people that just like bothering other people. Do you really think that people with decency are going to vote for this guy? He is not a political figure. I wouldn't even necessarily call him a public figure because he harasses the public like fucking crazy. And Candace Owens is on the same fucking level. Candace Owens is like, literally, at the end of the day, that woman is literally foul as fucking shit. She is foul as fucking shit. She's a monolingual. We're gonna keep it right there because a lot of monolinguals, like, if you're gonna be a monolingual, you have to be very fucking humble. This woman is just literally like, give me 1 second. She's one of those fucking types of people that just fucking thinks that she's like one of the best fucking people that have ever existed. Like she speaks with this tone that she's literally one of the best fucking people who have ever existed. She acts like every Republican is on her fucking side, which is not fucking true. The Republican Party, like, right now, like, the main fucking, like, the loudest fucking figures in that fucking party are literally just fucking people that are just completely out of their minds fucking arrogant. Like, they break the fucking law because they're just harassing people left and fucking right. Like, they're engaging in non-violent crimes. They're non-violent and they fucking think, like, they think that, oh, verbal harassment isn't a fucking crime. Like, these bitches are... Candace Owens is a fucking bitch. We're gonna keep it right there. She, just by me calling her out, this bitch would fucking sit there and be like, oh, you're a liberal. It's like, bitch, oh, so you're a fucking troll. So you're a fucking troll. You're not a political figure. You're a fucking troll. Because in your world, everyone who doesn't fucking like you is a fucking liberal. It's like, no, bitch, it's because you're arrogant as fucking shit. At the end of the fucking day, you're a fucking homophobe. Like, she's a homophobe. And this, like, she lives in this world where all gay men have to wear suits. So, hold on. She's literally the black Tommy Lahren. Like, all they do is just talk shit every single fucking day. Like, they've made entire careers that are being like, they're not careers, they're just being funded by a whole bunch of fucking assholes with money, and that's it, that want to manipulate society and act like, you know, they're putting people in their fucking place. And it's just like, bitch, you're not putting anyone in your fucking place, in their fucking place, because it's just like, I'm looking at the shit that she posts, and it's just like, bitch, you are so insensitive. This bitch is so insensitive. Like, you couldn't have Candace Owens, like, be a fucking nurse. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, she's the type of fucking person to sit there and somebody's, like, dying of whatever and just fucking, like, like, she thinks that she has, like, do y'all not realize that this woman thinks that she has to call everyone out even when they don't need to be called out? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, she calls well-meaning people out. She calls well-meaning people out. At the end of the day, it's like, bitch, like, just shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it because she, like, lives in this she lives in this magical world where every single fucking person is obsessed with politics 24 fucking 7. And if they don't agree with her, they're part of the left. It's like, bitch, so technically, let's just say, no, really, at the end of the day, let's say that there's, like, an alien. Let's like, speak of this scenario, like an alien with empathy. An alien that happens to have empathy and knows right from wrong. The alien comes to this fucking planet from a fucking world where, like, people have surpassed this bullshit about left and right politics and all this bullshit. They show up and they look at Candace Owens. It's like, bitch, the alien's gonna look at her and be like, bitch, you're not even a part of the fucking right. You're not even constitutional. Like, you are literally an example of something that's dystopian. Like, she's not something that's utopian. Like, do y'all understand what utopia is? Like, that's what the fucking founding fathers had for, like, they had this in mind for this country. Candace Owens does not support the fucking Constitution. She fucking harasses people left and fucking right, dude. She harasses people left and fucking right. I don't think that bitch is disabled. Like, she's a fucking ableist at the end of the day. She's a classist. She's an elitist. Like, and not necessarily an elitist. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but she's one of those types of people that even, like, she's mingling with people with a lot of money at the end of the day, and she thinks that the more money you have, the better of a person you are. That is so see-through. You can see that just by looking at that fucking woman. There's nothing good about her. And I'm saying she's like the black Tommy Lahren because she's like Tommy Lahren. Tommy Lahren does all this fucking shit. Yeah, I know Tommy Lahren was right. Like she did call out Beyonce whenever she said your husband was a crack dealer. Like, yeah, that was good on her. But at the end of the day, it's like, bitch, you're just being dumb as hell, bitch. Like you're just being dumb as hell. Like I understand. Hold on. Just like, hold on. Just like people called Tommy Lahren the Nazi Barbie, that's what Candace Owens is. She's just a fucking Nazi that's black, dude. She's a fucking Nazi, dude. Like, she's literally not an empathetic person. She's not a person you can sit down and just fucking talk to because the bitch, like, she's a self-righteous person. Like, she sits there and like looks in the mirror and says, I did this and that, so I'm fucking great. And nobody's fucking saying, no, everyone's looking at her and saying like, bitch, everyone did that. You're just making it seem like you're the only one that's fucking done it. Like, she acts like she's like literally, like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, she's the type of person to like pick up litter from the streets. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, she's that type of person to like do that and then run around fucking like telling everyone that they're not fucking doing it. It's like, bitch, bye. There's an entire waste management system. Like, I'm just saying, like, she's like, really, at the end of the day, I look at her and I think of someone in high school. You know what I'm talking about? Like those bitches that are like in the debate team and they're in this team and then they're in volleyball and then they're in this and that, and then they fucking think that they're better than everyone the fuck else because they're not doing what they're fucking doing. It's like, bitch, you're in a fucking bubble in a country that's talking about freedom. You're literally in a fucking bubble and like shaming people for not being a part of your fucking bubble because they're free people. She isn't, look, at the end of the day, she isn't a conservative, she isn't a Republican, because she doesn't stand for freedom, dude. Like she's just a fucking troll and a fucking harasser. That's literally all she fucking does 24 fucking 7. Like, she doesn't call out, like, at the end of the day, she ain't fucking going crazy over felonies. Like, this bitch is over here going, like, having, like, hour-long segments over shit that's so petty and irrelevant. Like, interviewing Andrew Tate. Like, Andrew Tate is such an irrelevant person. All that guy does is bother people and inspires people that like to bother other people. That's literally all he does. Seriously, let's be fucking real. Let's be 100% honest. Y'all really think that if Andrew Tate ran for office that he would fucking win the presidency? Hell to the fucking no. Just like Kanye West's fucking abusive ass went and ran for fucking for president and didn't. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? It's like these people aren't gonna fucking win because they've already lost. They lost a long fucking time ago just by spewing, like, knowingly doing this stuff. Do you understand? Like, they're not even, nobody's pressuring them into doing this. Like, they're doing this just because they want to fucking, like, they're the masterminds of this fucking bullying type shit. And then they attract other bullies, like harassers, bullies, trolls, and I don't even want to call them trolls because when I think about trolling, I think about pranksters. These people aren't pranksters. Like, they're actually like oppressive fucking people. That's literally all they fucking are. Can't stand Candace Owens. I can't fucking stand her. Like, I hate hearing her fucking talking. Like, she talks like, really, I'm not making this up. Like, she talks as if she's read every single book that has ever existed and every single book that will ever exist. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, she speaks like she's fucking God, dude. She speaks like she's God. And that's why whoever's funding her funds her, because at the end of the day, bitch, who really, like, who with a decent heart is gonna fucking fund her? Do you understand what I'm talking about? She has nobody around her has a decent fucking heart. I know people that mingle with her and they fucking harass me, and I have fucking proof of that shit. I'm just saying.